Hi, this is Dr. Scott with the Business Department, and I wanted to put together a short tutorial today um, to basically explain APA. I get a lot of questions about APA, two questions to be exact. One is, what is APA? And the other one is, why do I have to do it? Well, those answers are pretty easy. APA stands for the American Psychological Association. And when we refer to APA, we're not necessarily talking about the entire association. We're just discussing the writing style adopted from the American Psychological Association. It allows us as writers, and us including you, to communicate from whom you learned your information contained within your academic work. So the second question, why do I have to do it? There's several reasons, one of which is to maintain your academic integrity, which is very important. Two, to credit authors for their work. Three, to allow your readers, meaning me and your other instructors, to see that your sources are credible. And number four, you always want to put yourself in a position to earn the best grades possible. I know that when I was in undergrad, I did not always use APA. I mean, I always credited my sources, but I might not use perfect APA, just simply because the 2 points that my instructor would take off wasn't worth it to me. But in our system, the 1,000-point system, 2 points is a lot of an assignment. So set yourself up to do it. It's easy enough to do. And we'll get into this. So let's open up a Word document. I'll just share my screen. There we go. Okay. So here's where we all start with our papers, a blank page, just waiting for us to fill it up with everything that we've learned. So say that you are writing about the blue sky. Now, arguably, the sky is not necessarily purely blue, depending on the time of day or where you are, but the sky is blue is common knowledge. You do not have to cite it. So let's start there. The sky is blue. Now, again, common knowledge. You ask anyone what color the sky is, including, kindergartners who color, the sky is blue. But why is it blue? Well, I don't know. We should look that up. So, don't know if you're coming with me here. I don't think you are. So stop sharing, and I'll go to my page and start sharing again. Okay, and this is my favorite search engine. You can use any you like. Why is the sky blue? Okay, and we've got a lot of stuff here. But you know what? NASA and any other .gov is usually a pretty good source, reputable source. So we'll click on that and we will find out why the sky is blue. So the short answer, because we don't really have time for long answers. So it says sunlight reaches Earth's atmosphere and is scattered in all directions by all the gases and particles in the air. Blue light is scattered more than the other colors because it travels as shorter, smaller waves. This is why we see a blue sky most of the time. Okay, so blue as a color scatters more and takes up more of the atmosphere. And notice that I didn't just copy and paste this because I need to, as a writer, I need to tell you what I learned from this. If I copy and paste, I am stealing their words as well as their idea, even if I properly attributed them as the source. So I'm just not going to do that. So let's go back. We'll stop the share, go back to our Word document. There we go. Okay, the sky is blue. The sky appears blue. Is that blue is more evenly scattered throughout the atmosphere than other colors, because the blue light waves are more evenly scattered throughout the atmosphere than other colors. So here, I didn't know that before I read that. So here I have to insert an in-text citation. And an in-text citation is just a very short citation that lets the reader know, this is how I know this. So I don't think you can follow me back to my source, but I'm back on my web page. And let's see, that article was updated June 27th of this year. And this is NASA Science. So, in parentheses, NASA Science 2019. Now, we can pretend that I've written a whole big paper with lots and lots of references. So now we create our references page. We insert a page break. We type the word references. We center the word references. And then left hand justify everything else. And again, the author was a corporate author. NASA Science 2019, June 27. And I'm going to flip back over to see what the name of the page was. Space Place. Explore Earth and Space. And the name of the actual article was, Why is the Sky Blue? I'm going to move my toolbar and then I'll explain to you what I'm doing here. Remove link. Okay. So we have our in-text citation here. Once again, just to let your reader know, okay, that's how they know it. From NASA Science, it's a credible source. All is right with the world. So then we have our full text reference. And we always want to go back and make everything Times New Roman, 12-point font, double space. And you can do your entire document instead of piecemeal like I'm doing. Well, I'll talk through the hanging indent. Okay, so our full text reference, we have our author. We know that NASA Science produced the article, Why is the Sky Blue? And you may notice that only the first letter in this title is capitalized, and that is by design. APA 6th edition is what we use, and that's just the way they do it. Now, the publication, if you will, Space Place, Explore Earth and Space, that is in all caps because that's the name of it. So we have author, date in parentheses, period, because that's one section. Why is the sky blue? If this didn't have punctuation, we would have a comma here. And we would have the title of the article and the publication from where the article came, period. Now I'm telling you how you can go find this same article. I retrieved it from this URL. Now we have one more thing to do to make this a good APA 6th edition reference, and that is to set up a hanging indent. So I'm clicking on paragraph. Special right now is none, but we're going to make this a very special full text reference by clicking hanging. Okay, and now we have our hanging indent. Please note that when you go to set this up for your discussion questions, Canvas doesn't accommodate a hanging indent, but please do it for your Word documents. Next, and I won't do it in this video, but there's really easy ways to set up your references within the References tab in Microsoft Word. I know some of you have the References tab and some of you don't, which is why I set it up this way. But I'll create another video just to show those who do have Microsoft Word how to use some of those tools. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope it helps you. Let me know if you have any questions.